Hey guys, Mysteries Reviews here. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. Obviously, yeah, I'm using my mum's laptop again. She's actually at work, so that's why I'm able to use it, actually. Um, yeah, apparently the hard drive on this computer, again, like, it started going really slow. It wasn't broken, it was just, it was going really slow. We had over half of the hard drive free, like, with free space. I have no idea what it was. Apparently my mum said that she got it, well, she did get it fixed, but apparently it had to have a new hard drive put into it or something, and like that cost her quite a bit of money. So she said, don't use this one again. And I did actually get a laptop off a friend of mine because he has like heaps of stuff, so I got a really cheap small laptop off him, which is good enough. I can do everything on it. The videos though, when you record them, end up coming out kind of laggy, so I obviously decided to use my mum's as usual. But yeah, apparently she had to get the whole computer replaced and all that, but I've just turned it on and everything is still here. As soon as it started going slow, all my content, all my music, movies, games, my background images, still on there, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I have no idea what the hell happened. Obviously it mustn't have been that big of a problem, unless the computer repair guy backed up the stuff and crossed it over onto this hard drive. Anyway, basically, I'm just going to go through the stuff I bought recently. I think this is video 7. So anyway, basically I traded in my PS3 Duelshock 3 controller, and that was because I also had a third-party one, but it's really shitty. I traded it in to get some other games and stuff. I ended up buying a Wii, so DualShock 3 controllers are worth like $20 or a bit over $20 trade-in, which is a shit ton of money compared to a lot of games that you can trade in, which aren't even worth the same amount as a controller. That's really weird. So I traded it in to help pay for a Wii, and obviously I eventually needed one, so I did get one. I was at the mall looking for a movie, but they nowhere had the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. I love that film. I tried to look for it on DVD. I didn't even have it on Blu-ray or anything. So I ended up getting this PS3 controller since I couldn't find a movie, so I did rebuy in anticipation of Crysis 3, repurchased Crysis 2. I love this game. Replayed it like 3 times or something, so that's a lot. But yeah, Crysis 2, such a good game. Can't wait for number 3 at the beginning of next year. So EB Games had a sale, as bloody usual. So 2 for $44. So that makes every game that you buy, every 2 games, $22 each. And one of the ones I'm really excited that I finally was able to get, as it has been for a long time, and it still was when I purchased this for $22. It was still supposed to be, I think it was $69.95 or $79.95, so $70 or $80 for Rayman Origins. So I got it for $22. That is a shit huge discount. Obviously, of course, that I saw this was in the 2 for $44. I was like, hell yeah, I gotta get it. Get it cheap now. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. Only played through the first area. Can't remember what it's called now. I finished that first area yesterday afternoon, or yesterday morning, I think. It's Monday. It was Sunday yesterday, obviously, so day off. So yeah, I played through it in the morning or the afternoon. Maybe it was midday. I don't know, but I finished the first world. Finished off the first world. But yeah, I haven't been playing it as much as I probably should, because I am a huge Rayman fan. Obviously, anyone who knows me, I've grown up with PlayStation 1 before going to school and all that, and through kindergarten in year 1, and then year 2 through to year 7, the PlayStation 2, throughout pretty much all of primary school, and then of course PS3 once I reached high school, and obviously to now. I'm like I'm 17, turning 18 in just under 2 months now. That's that's adult here in Australia, so hell yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, so should be playing this a bit more. The cool thing is that I do have Rayman 1 and 2, both on disc, but I do have them downloaded on my PS3 through the PlayStation Network. And of course Rayman 3 was re-released as Rayman 3 HD on the PlayStation Network as well. So I have that as well. So now, and this is technically the 4th main series title for Rayman. So at the moment I have all 4 main series games on the one console. What's really pissing me off is at the moment I think Rayman Legends is only going to Nintendo Wii U. I'll eventually get one, and with with the next PlayStation, Xbox being about 2 years away at least, I'll probably get a Wii U like next year maybe. So that won't be too much of a problem. But the fact that I'll have every single main series title on the PS3, and then I have to get the 5th main series title on the Wii U, like, what a load of shit. So I really hope that they change their mind again. They were going to put Legends on PS3 and 360, and probably PC as well. So let's hope. A game that I bought day one in 2009 on the Xbox 360, as most of my friends from high school and most of my friends, still my friends now, have Xboxes. And anyway, they were talking about Borderlands, and they're like, it's going to be great. You should get it and all that. And I was like, yeah, all right. And I ended up buying it on Xbox, even though I don't pay for Xbox Live and never have, never will. So why I even decided to do that, I have no idea, because it's a really huge co-op game. You should play it with your mates and stuff. Borderlands 2 is actually 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks away from now. It's the 10th. It comes out on the 20th. I think they pushed it back. I heard someone asking about it yesterday, and they said the 20-something, not the 20th. So I don't know. At least 10 days minimum until Borderlands 2 comes out. Anyway, for the other game for $22 was Borderlands Game of the Year Edition for the PS3. So besides the fact that this was still being sold for $50, plus I got all the downloadable content, which together on PSN I think is like anywhere between $50 to $70 altogether, all for DLC. So that's 50 to 70 plus the game 50, but I got Game of the Year Edition, which is normally 50 for 22, so that is a huge saving overall. Obviously the other reason why I'm waiting for, when it eventually comes, the Skyrim DLC, for PS3 and PC actually, as soon as that starts coming out, I'm not buying it. I actually traded in my copy of Skyrim, off topic for a minute. I did trade in my copy of Skyrim while it was still worth like $50 trade in, and I bought it for like 80 or something, like day one for 80. By the way, I also got the strategy guide for free, which is awesome, which is worth $50 here in Australia, so that was awesome. JB Hi-Fi for the win. But yeah, so I did trade that in. I'll be getting a Game of the Year Edition on the PS3 when that comes out, inevitably. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be next year, since they haven't released all the DLC yet, even on Xbox. But yeah, I finally started to get back into Borderlands, thank God, by playing it here on the PS3. And I'm enjoying it. I really love Borderlands. Obviously I bought it on the wrong console for from my playing tastes and all that, especially since I don't pay for Xbox Live. Never have, never will. Anyway, just went over and picked up today. Yesterday I spent $35 and bought Batman Arkham City. Yes, I know it's a good game, so you're gonna hate me that I returned it for this particular game, but $35 secondhand. Didn't even come obviously with the Catwoman DLC or anything for free like it should. But anyway, EB Games for an extra $15, for $50 you can buy Batman Arkham City brand new Game of the Year edition. So I'm gonna wait until I have that 50. I normally get around, if I end up getting money off my mum, and stuff, like I've already had a bit of money in advance, but yeah, I've had a bit of money in advance over the past week, so I won't be getting some money for a while off her. But I roughly end up spending around $50 a week anyway, so if I end up getting some more like next week or the week after or whatever, I can buy Game of the Year then. So anyway, I returned that, got the money back for it. And I was playing some Need for Speed yesterday actually, and that's the reason why I went up to EB and ended up buying that, because my local store, up the road, as I've said many times, didn't have Test Drive Unlimited 2, and it's always sparked my interest. I did play the original on Xbox, and I still own the original on PC. Controls terribly on PC, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, so I got Unlimited 2. Apparently there is a huge patch for it, so I mean, but thank God I waited this long. I was going to buy this game day one originally. I think it did come out the year that Hot Pursuit came out. No, apparently it came out last year. Whatever. Well, obviously last year I was anticipating and I waited for Need for Speed The Run. Fantastic game. People give it too much shit. And of course Shift 2 also came out last year. So I didn't bother getting Test Drive Unlimited 2. So yeah, finally got it now. Like I said, you know, there's a huge patch for it which fixes a lot of problems, so I won't obviously be experiencing the majority of those problems back when it launched. And of course that patch also includes a bunch of DLC apparently, like free extra vehicles, events, game modes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, can't wait to start playing this. Plus I'm really lacking a fresh new open world racing game. You know, there's nothing really this generation. There's no real racing games this generation, like open world sort of street racing races anymore, like just Need for Speed. So yeah, so I picked this up so I can finally break the monotony, however you pronounce that, sorry if I got that wrong. Monotony, I think that's how you pronounce it, of just Need for Speed after Need for Speed, and pick this one up. So having computer troubles there. So yeah, yeah, can't wait to start playing this. So I'll start playing it after I obviously upload this video. So yeah, that's all I bought recently. As I clearly said, I did buy other games as well. I actually have bought a shit ton of other games that I just ended up taking back because, you know, I played through them and I'm like, you know, whatever, I've played them, don't need them anymore, get my money back and all that. Some of those other games include the Saboteur, Alpha Protocol, what else? Bulletstorm. I repurchased Deus Ex Human Revolution, replayed that. I think there might have been 2 or 3 other games in there. But yeah, you know, I bought them, played through them once. I was like, screw getting the Platinum Trophy for them. Just returned them and got other games. Obviously, as you can see, the 3 that I have purchased in the... this has all been like within this week. Obviously, as you can clearly see, the 3 that I've purchased that I will be keeping, these 3. And of course, Crysis 2 was actually a long time ago and it wasn't at EB, to be honest. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, until the next video, this is Misery's Reviews. See you guys next time.